got up this morning and I put on my Ninja Turtle shirt, and then I was like, oh, I gotta make a video today. I was like, I guess I could talk about reptiles, because why not? I decided to throw this Ninja Turtle hat on to complete the ensemble. Fun fact about this hat, I've had it since I was 4 years old, so it's old, like 20 some years? No, it's not 20. How old are you? I don't know. Anyways, back to the science of it. Reptiles are unable to control their body temperature internally by any physiological methods like humans are, so they have to rely on other methods. These other methods include external heat sources, such as the sun. That's the main one. The body temperature that they function best at is 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. I'm using Celsius because we're scientists, and because the US needs to get on the metric system. That's another rant. Reptiles are sometimes referred to as cold-blooded because they cannot internally control their body temperature. Many reptiles regulate their body temperature by changing skin color. When it's cooler outside, they usually have a darker tint to their body. They can absorb more heat. And when it is hotter outside, they usually have a lighter skin color to reflect as much heat as possible. Not only do these reptiles change their skin color, they actually have to change their behavior based on the temperature outside. So, say a reptile needs to increase its body heat, it will go and bathe in the sun, like lay on a rock or some other surface and just absorb the heat so they can raise their body temperature. And say it's too warm and they need to lower their body temperature, they will only stick part of their body out in the sun or hide it in a crevice of a rock. This is my rock. It's got a little cave in it. A lot of times their behavior will change because of this, so on hotter days they may not be able to go out and hunt for food to eat because they can't be out in the sun that long. While being a cold-blooded reptilian can have its disadvantages, because you're having to regulate your body externally while hunting for food, which can become a challenge because think of it as multitasking. You're not focused on one task. You're trying to keep your body at this pristine temperature so you can function the best while also trying to survive for food and not get eaten. You got a lot on your plate when you're a reptile. You just got a lot on your plate. Also, in colder temperatures, reptiles become more sluggish because they don't have the pristine temperature they're looking for and they can't get it from an outside heat source. So they're just kind of like sluggish and they get eaten a lot. When it gets super low temperatures, reptiles can hibernate so they don't get eaten. It's all about the life. So that's an advantage because who wouldn't want to go on a couple-month vacation and just sleep? Sign this girl up. Except I don't know if I would want to have to regulate my body temperature externally. It seems like a lot of work. Like, we don't even think about doing it because the body does it for us, which is great. Thanks, body. I appreciate you. I have this book called Reptiles, which is where I got all my information from. And I was reading it, and I found out, fun fact, alligators can actually survive in freezing temperatures in shallow water, but the only catch is they have to keep their nostrils above water, so when the water freezes around them, they can breathe through the breathing holes that the ice goes around, which scares the hell out of me because A, I don't like alligators because I have this irrational fear that one is going to bite my leg off. I don't know why. I don't like alligators. I'm not a fan of them. So now, not only do I have to worry about alligators in the summertime down here in freaking Arkansas where there's alligators, on the interstates, they're everywhere. I also have to worry about alligators in the winter when I'm freaking walking on ice somewhere. I could step on an alligator. And what if it goes through? I don't want to think about this anymore, guys. So yeah, alligators really scare me, but Turtles don't. Cowabunga and bye! I wonder this question often. Do you think people take me serious as a scientist? Most people come into the lab and they're like, "Are you the high school intern?" And I'm like, "I'm the chemist, kid."